Look up, there's nothing there. No movement, no threat, no warning. And then it's all over. You don't see it, you don't hear it, because by the time it appears, the strike has already happened. In open air, visibility is survival. Predators are seen early, avoided early. The sky offers no cover, no shadows, no place to hide, so detection should be easy. And yet, this predator remains invisible. It is not because the predator hides, but because it's too far, too high. The predator is simply too small to detect. The peregrine falcon doesn't chase. It continues its steady climb higher into the blue, until it exits the awareness zone of its prey. The advantage is set, the predator is undetected. Now physics takes over. Wings fold, the frame tightens, aerodynamic resistance is minimized. It commits, gravity becomes the primary engine, the descent begins. Speed increases rapidly, 100, 200, 300 kilometers per hour. At this velocity, air becomes a solid wall. Most organisms would disintegrate. The falcon thrives. The brain remains calm. Real-time tracking is operational, adjusting trajectory by millimeters. The target cannot process this speed. It is reacting to a ghost, a strike from the future. This is not just falling, it's controlled ballistic engineering. The altitude was set, the velocity was reached. Now the moment of contact. There is no grab, no struggle. The interaction is purely ballistic. Think of it as a kinetic projectile, mass multiplied by the square of velocity. The force is terminal. The strike lasts milliseconds, a transfer of energy so rapid that the target's nervous system cannot process it. Impact, neutralization, recovery. The interaction ends instantly. The peregrine falcon is not just a bird, it is a precision-engineered system designed for a single outcome. At Design by Nature, we don't just see animals, we see the mechanics of evolution. This file is closed. I'll see you in the next file. Analysis complete.